This is a review of Logitech G610 Orion Brown mechanical gaming keyboard. I bought this second-handed from my coworker, so I won't be able to unbox like usual, but it looks somewhat interesting, so I thought to do a short review regardless. Anyways, taking a quick look on the back of the keyboard, we have 5 rubber padding and 2 levels of flip-out feet. The USB cable is not detachable, but it is braided. It kinda looks very boxy and has Logitech G printed on. There is no USB pass-through for this model, but it has a keyboard mark on the other side. Taking a quick look at the front of the keyboard, we have a nice Logitech G that lights up when you plug it in. On the right-hand side, we have a volume rocker that is just smooth, no bump or stopper as you spin. Then we have a dedicated mute button and some media controls underneath it. Beside the volume controls, we have a brightness button. There are 5 levels of brightness including off, and it just cycles by pressing this. You can hold the light button and press a number between 1 to 5 on the number row to change the backlight style. 0 is also pre-programmed without the software. There is only white backlight and no RGB. Next to it, there is a game mode button, which locks your Windows key when the light is on. Moving over, we have the standard non-cap scroll lock indicators. Note that this keyboard will not remember your previous setting if you unplug it. It will always roll back to the default setup after you reconnect it. And with that, let's do a quick 15-second type test. The switches here are Cherry MX Brown. It's a tactile switch and there is a quiet bump when you press it down. As soon as you pass the bump, the key is registered. You don't have to bottom out. The keycaps here are ABS and it attracts quite a bit of fingerprints. Aside from that, I never really have any issues with the material, and I think it feels fine and smooth at my fingertips. But since this is a used one, I want to replace the keycaps. Note that there are a few keys that are not in the standard size. For example, the caps lock here looks about the same, but the stamps is slightly shifted to the left. The spacebar is shorter than the normal one, and the controls are slightly longer. So, to keep the look more consistent, I decided to keep the bottom row as it is. I personally think that it's still a pretty solid keyboard. It might not have those flashy RGB, but I found it not too distracting when I used it for work. Keep in mind though that this is not a quiet keyboard, so it might not be ideal if you're working in an open office environment. But anyways, stay happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.